Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Kingdom Hearts HD Dream Drop Distance playthrough. So, La Cité de Cloche is free, but before we, drop back over, which I have been doing in pretty much every other part, we are going to go do a little sum that I should have done whilst we were here the first time, but did not. And you may be thinking, oh, then why is this part as long as it is? Because you've not got any chests to pick up or anything. Well, that's kind of because we are going to drop mid-part for the first time in Lummin Forever, actually. Because once we are done here with Riku, which will happen as soon as we have done one fight, well, one specific fight, I should say. Which is this little fella right up here that I could have fought earlier but decided not to. But yes, we shall take you on. This is Lord Kairu. And effectively the way that this works is, as you can see, he has a ridiculously high health bar. Lot of health, just it's ludicrous. And he keeps on spawning Sir Kairus and other Dream Eaters to take you down. The idea is that after a while, it's a set amount of time rather than anything else, he will disappear. So you are limited in how much damage you can deal to him in one fell swoop. Think of him like a roaming legendary in Pokemon. So the nice thing though is that he only ever shows up in certain places. Riku's version of La Cité de Cloche here in the Nave. He also appears, I believe, in Sora's version of Prankster's Paradise, which we will be visiting in a bit. And then, last but not least, I believe Lord Kairu appears in, I think it's Riku's Symphony of Sorcery. So, you have sort of those three areas in which you can find him, and the idea is that you sort of whittle down his health so that it's a lot quicker to defeat him. Obviously, actually pulling it off and getting a lot of damage in one fell swoop can be a challenge because he does throw so many Dream Eaters at you. He himself is not that challenging, but the amount of Dream Eaters that he challenges you with, yeah, that's where the challenge lies. But I think that, yeah, really does do us for La Cité de Cloche, for Riku. Because there's absolutely nothing left for us here. So we're going to drop over to Sora after a bit and take on the next world. Brilliant. And I'm just going to be... Oh, I can get that one! Just take the magic boost. There we go. Because it's going to be a while before we hit level 25. But I do want that Kiraga, so I will sit in here and I will wait. So yes, it is time for us to head on right to the grid. And on our way down we have to take on Brawlamari, who it can be quite easy to accidentally screw up. Because I was just like, how do I do this? And I was thinking, do I have to do me holding? Do I not? Basically, the gist of how to quickly get through this fight is whenever the rocks appear, you just have to sit behind them, that's fine. But whenever he does the big, I'm going to murder you laser, that's when you've got to aerial brake as much as possible until it's over, and then you go in for the kill. So it's not that difficult a fight, particularly because you can just murder him in 2 cycles very easily because he doesn't move all that much. The problem is just sort of realising that that's how you go about it. But either way, he is defeated. And we are gonna head straight on in to the grid. It's going to be delightful.
What? This outfit? Hey, I know where I am. Huh? Whoa! What is that?
So yes, it's going to take me a while to figure out how I work Codebreak, because, yeah, didn't quite get it to begin with. It's easier on the 3DS because it's just you tapping. It all makes sense. Here, not so much. But that's fine. So, The Grid is based off of the 2010 film Tron Legacy, which is obviously the sequel to the 1982 Tron, which is really cool because obviously the original Tron appeared in Kingdom Hearts 2 as the Space Paranoids. And really, this is the first time that the Kingdom Hearts franchise did a live-action film and did it well. Because the first time it really did a live-action film was Pirates of the Caribbean in Kingdom Hearts 2, and it looked awful. Like, I mean, it was very impressively done and all, but just the contrast between Sora, Donald and Goofy and everyone else was hideous. With The Grid and replicating Tron Legacy, it's much more successful because I think they went for a more cartoony style of the characters, and so it depleted the uncanny valleyness that was present in Port Royale, which is a godsend. Now, The Grid is a very interesting place, partially in terms of its visuals. I mean, it looks great, it really does. But originally, this was going to be one of the instances where the game would diverge somewhat dramatically for Sora and Riku. So, The Grid was only going to be playable for Riku, while Sora visited Space Paranoids. And so you'd have sort of these two very different versions of the same world. Ultimately, they decided to just put them in the same world. Easier to do, easier to deal with. But it is a shame that that is the case. Now, basically, I wanted to be able to tell you roughly what Tetsuya Nomura said about that situation. Or yeah, the only link that I've got to go on is an article that's entirely in Japanese and using kind of, I think it's the Bing web translator. So it's not particularly helpful. because the only bit that I've got on it is live action like characters of Tron Legacy on doing so far had knowledge. The scenario pretty much have received instructions under supervision of the production side of the film, and was initially Sora's original Tron world go to the Legacy world like preheating. That is what my translation has given me, which is not helpful in this slightest, but it's fine. I think the idea was because then Sora would have the more light-hearted original Tron, and Riku would have the darker, edgier Tron Legacy. And really that would have been a pretty awesome comparison to have. I think that it would have potentially made the whole world very intriguing, actually. But ultimately we did not get that. So, oh well. Now hilariously, to this day I still haven't actually watched Tron Legacy. I mean, to be fair, I haven't even really watched the first Tron. I should probably do that at some point as well. I think it's because sort of when I initially tried to watch the first Tron, I maybe got a little bit bored of it. And then while I had wanted to watch Tron Legacy, it's just one of those things that I just never got round to. And I feel bad for it, because the original Tron is such a cult film, and from everything that I can see of Tron Legacy, while the story and character development and cast performance maybe not the best things in the world, the actual visual effects, production design and soundtrack are more than enough to get me sort of invested and interested in experiencing it. Funnily enough, I think I might be experiencing it somewhat soon, I want to say, but honestly I cannot remember whether that is or is not happening. Either way, I mean, Tron Legacy grossed $400 million during its worldwide theatrical run, so it was a box office success, which is good. I mean, on a budget of $170 million, that's like, yeah, $230 million profit. It's pretty nice sum of money there. And I did spot that rather than just going straight on past it, because that would have been particularly embarrassing. Now, from what I remember, we are going to spend a little while in the grid. Well, actually, I say that. I don't think it's going to be any... Oh no, it is going to be a bit longer than previous world. It's largely because I made I'm going to make a little bit of a mistake. Not necessarily a huge mistake that is a massive problem, but I did want to get all my chests, so I am going to spend a while exploring a little something to deal with. And that does mean that the world's going to extend in terms of its length. And also I got very lost. Particularly in this area, I was just going all the way which way around. I was so confused, it was ridiculous.
Whoa! Oh man!
Identify. State your handle, program.
I, don't have any handles, but the name's Sora.
Verifying handle, Sora. Handle not found. Stray program recognized.
Hey! What?
Isolating for quarantine.
Whoa there! That is so unfriendly.
And now we're going to get attacked by these guys. They're not the most difficult enemies to completely murder, but they do get in the way quite a bit. And this is where I'm going to completely embarrass myself in terms of dealing with the reality shift. So basically, the way that you deal with it here is by pressing the button associated with the element that you're trying to change. Great, brilliant, fantastic. I didn't realise that that was how it worked for a very long time. As in, I'm pretty sure I got to around the end of the world before that occurred. Yeah, it's not a proud moment in terms of my gaming. I mean, in my defence, these things tend to move quite quickly and I didn't necessarily see the buttons there. And so I was thinking, oh, it's just like it was in the 3DS version where I just sort of mash buttons and it's fine. No, that's not how it works. But basically, using the reality shift is how you stop those things from attacking you, the big ships, and it is how you can actually use them to transport to different areas of the world, which is great. And also there I was just like, you're letting me jump high enough to be able to see the top of this tower, why will you not let me go on top of it? But hey, as I said, you can't win everything. But what I will say is that it's really, really, really awesome and cool how the Keyblades, no matter which one you use, it always changes up to look right in the grid. So it has the sort of neon blue lines going through it, and it's delightful. And I am definitely missing chests. I'm pretty sure I am going to have to pop back in after well, I'm pretty sure I do have to anyway, because the grid is one of the worlds where certain areas don't get unlocked until after you've beaten the world, which is always delightful. And here we go, this is going to be me absolutely buggering up. Because if you fail, I think it's 3 times, it just boots you out. What you need to do is you need to get it to say transport, and then it'll turn white and stop attacking you. But I'm an idiot, so that didn't happen. And yeah, this is me going, what way do I go? Where are chests? What am I doing? I am so confused. Oh! Well, there's one. That was surprisingly easy to locate. Completely blind in trying to locate it, but wasn't a difficult one. And I think that, yeah, this is going to take us out of this particular area, probably for the best, because clearly I have no idea where I'm going. Also, I clearly have no idea how to battle either, because just the amount of damage I'm taking from those guys, it's ludicrous. But either way, we have made it to what I believe is called the bridge. And, you look very interesting.
Tron. He's alive.
Look at that boy's weapon. It's different.
But it's something you programmed, right, Dad?
Huh? No, Sam. No, I've never seen it.
What was that about?
God only knows, but
That weapon.
see you later, mate. And yes, here are the 3 protagonists for Tron Legacy / The Grid: Cora, Kevin Flynn, and Sam Flynn.
This is just
And
incredible. What a program.
we'll go into them a little bit because
The
there's a
weapon
lot of
is
cutscenage right now.
Program? Not me. This is called a Keyblade, and I'm Sora.
I'm Sam.
So this is like Tron's world, right?
You know Tron.
Yeah, I've met him and stuff.
Listen, that program you just fought was Tron.
What? That was Tron?
Tron used to be a good friend. Together, we created this place, the Grid. It was something, man. But then Clue staged a coup. I was exiled, and Tron wound up getting de-rezzed. Or so I thought. Clue made him into a new program called Rinsler. That's the thing about programs. Mess with the code just a little, and their whole nature and memory can change.
But that's horrible. Most of this is over my head. But both Tron and this world do seem pretty different. Still, if that's really the Tron I know, we should change him back.
Bingo. And now you're up to speed. If we're lucky, Clue kept a backup of Tron's source code. He's a program, after all. He'd be methodical like that.
So, if we get Tron's source code back from Clue, we can put him back to normal, right?
That's the idea.
Great! Thanks, mister.
Where are you going?
I'm going after Clue.
Do you even know where he is?
Nope, no idea.
What a strange user. You're nothing like Flynn or Sam. Come on, Sora. I'll show you the way.
Huh?
Cora, we have to keep moving.
Yeah. What are you gonna do if Rinsler attacks again?
If we're in a hurry, we have to take care of Rinsler first.
The two of us can handle him.
All right. Do what you can. Maybe you and Sora can help Tron.
Dad, no.
Relax, Sam. I have a feeling Sora is someone we can trust. Now you and me need to press on.
Okay. Cora, be careful.
You too. All right. It's you and me. You ready, Sora?
Yeah, let's do this, Cora.
Clue should be at the helm of his battleship, the Rectifier. We can get there with a solar sailor from the underground docks.
What's this? A Keyblade.